Hello, dear friends. Welcome to session 5 of our program, Demystifying Academic Research. In the last session, that's session 4 of our program, we looked at the idea of, research, research problem and problem statement. As a matter of fact, during our last session, we laid the foundation works for a proper definition or demonstration of what is a research problem or problem statement. In the research, we said that to arrive at a nice and convincing research problem statement, we should understand the background. We explained that the research problem can be understood in 3 ways, or there are 3 stages to get to the problem statement itself. We talk about the context and giving a background of the problem as it is. We try to explain to the reader what is going on as it is. We look at the relevance. What is the importance of this research of the problem? What will happen if the problem is not solved? And we'll talk about the aims and objectives. And we say the aims is the overall motive for the thesis or the project, and so the objectives are the steps to be taken to arrive at a logical solution. We agreed, of course, that today we are going to look at problem statement proper. We're going to have an example, and we'll see how the various parts, because the problem statement itself has 2 parts: the actual problem and the consequences or the implications. My name is Mike Booker, and we encourage you that you enroll or you subscribe to our YouTube channel, so that each time we drop a new video, you are going to have it from. We'll get directly. We said the problem statement has 2 parts: the actual problem and the implication or the consequences. We are going to take an example. If you did not follow the last session, session 4, that gives the background to us arriving at the problem statement, I think it's better for you to go and watch session 4 of that's session 4 of this our program, Demystifying Academic Research. Session 4 was meant to lay the background works for us to have a smooth landing on our research problem statement. I have an example here to give us. For a research problem or the problem statement, I have an example that I can read for us. There are 2 examples that I'll just read because I don't know your context, and then later on we can now fall on try to make it understandable. The first example goes as follows: the nature of pastoral care offered by pastors in the Protestant Reformed churches towards members with intercultural background is below standard. The nature of pastoral care offered by pastors in the Protestant Reformed churches towards members with intercultural background is below standard. Protestant Reformed churches is used hypothetically. It's not meant for a particular church. The second example, which I will work more on, is in the medical field, and it goes thus: the quality of health care services provided by doctors in the Protestant Reformed hospital towards patients is unacceptable. That is the actual problem. Again, the actual problem is the quality of health care services provided by doctors in the Protestant Reformed hospital towards patients is unacceptable. That is the actual problem. We will look at the implications later. Now, once this actual problem is given, you need to garnish it up, back it up with evidences to prove what we are saying. You need to give evidence. Here I have some bullet points, but when you are writing it, you make it in forms of sentences and paragraphs. Now, here are the evidences that I got. 1, patients are complaining that doctors are rude. 2, normal control strength in the wards are not done on time. 3. Some of the drugs that are prescribed or available are expired drugs. 4. Hence, the Ministry of Health has been notified. 5. Some doctors are under investigation. 6. Even radio and television stations are discussing the issue. And 7. The social media platforms like Facebook, WhatsApp, other online services, YouTube, they are also discussing it. This is what we call the actual problem that has happened. Now, what are the consequences? The consequences or the implication of this problem goes as follows. 1. The unacceptable conduct of doctors is tarnishing the reputation of the hospital. 2. Patients are now no longer considering the particular hospital. Remember, we talk about the Protestant Reformed Hospital. Patients no longer consider it as their preferred choice for health care. 3. The revenue that the hospital often raise has dropped or is falling, is dwindling. And so to pay the staffs might become a problem. To service the machines, the labs might become a problem, and other bills can be difficult to pay them. These are the implications. And then you can end your implication by saying that this study will identify why the quality of services provided by doctors is unacceptable in this particular hospital towards patients. This is what we call a convincing and logical problem statement. We say the problem statement has the actual problem and the consequences or the implications. In our example, the actual problem is this: the quality of health care services provided by doctors in the Protestant Reformed Hospital towards patients is unacceptable. That's the actual problem. And we try to garnish this, to back this up with evidence by saying that patients are complaining, hospital control are not done on time, and other expired drugs are available in the hospital. Then the picture is that now patients no longer consider the hospital as their preferred choice. The hospital is losing money, it cannot pay its bills, may not be able to pay its staff, and may not be able to service the machines. However, this study intends to investigate this issue of the quality, the poor conduct, or the poor quality of services provided by doctors in this particular hospital. This is, to my understanding, a convincing problem statement. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel. Please like, share, and make your comments known at the comment section, so that each time we drop a video, you'll be able to get information if you have subscribed and you have put on the notification button. Again, my name is Michael Booker. See you for our next edition.